Home inventory came about because I bought a house, my first house, and I kind of felt like I needed to be an adult and actually have all this stuff documented for insurance purposes. And I just gotten my first Mac, and I wanted to make something for it. My name's Kevin Hamilton, and I founded this stupid company.
I saw a lot of potential in the product, and I knew between the two of us, we had the skill set to make it happen. I knew we had something, and I knew we enjoyed working together, and we were good working together. My name is Diane Hamilton, and I am the co-founder and managing partner of Binary Formations.
The first version of Home Inventory was released in October 2005 after a lot of fits and starts, and I think at least one, maybe two rewrites. It didn't see a lot of success.
Not a whole lot. No. Those first few months, I think, was 5 copies.
That first version, it probably saw a couple of dozen updates over the course of the next 4 years. Selling a little more each year. I think there was 100 copies the second year, and we decided that we were going to try to make this thing successful. And that's when we started on version 2. We released that in February of 2010. That rewrite of version 2 was actually 2 rewrites. We did one that was very close in style to the original and threw that away, and then went back and did it again. And that one started gaining traction. We went from a few hundred copies a year at the time to several thousand. Not enough to make a living, but you could take a really nice vacation.
I knew we would have to get past the marketing side of things, so that to me was really the scariest side of how are we gonna get it in front of more people. I think that's where I was most nervous, but I knew once we did, it's just something that everybody needs, and I knew that we were using it.
We suck at marketing. We're terrible at marketing. No greater evidence of that exists than our first few ads.
I remember a tornado. I also remember a pizza box.
It was sort of a green grass, tranquil little home on one side, and then on the other side was the same home with a tree down and a storm and like this little scribbled in tornado. And it had some kind of slogan about being prepared. It was awful.
I would say that our forte is not advertising. It's one of our biggest challenges.
Then we had the Macworld ad. Learning from our first ad, we bought or purchased some stock art and put together what we thought was this great 1/3 page ad that would really sell you on what the product did. And we put it out, and we were super proud, and I remember showing it to my mom.
I didn't get it. It didn't make any sense at all to me.
And Diane and I looked at each other and were like, oh. So that was $7,500 of nothing.
I don't think we had a successful ad. I do think we broke even on some of them. We started out back in 2010 when we decided to take this to the next level. We had actual boxes designed.
And we didn't sell a single one.
We ended up using the boxes for more marketing and as prizes. We still have probably about 20 boxes left.
The Mac App Store solved a problem for us. Our weakness has always been and still is marketing. So when the Mac App Store came about, that was big because it was Apple putting your products, a bunch of Mac products in a single store with millions of users all over the world coming to that store. And that was pretty cool. And then they featured us. And the feature it was like a rocket ship ride.
And it was a game changer.
That took us from hobby money to being able to make a living. And thankfully, they featured us a lot.
New and noteworthy.
Top banner, the
Apps we love.
best new
Editor's choice.
2013, they put us in one of the best apps of the year.
Right there on the front of the store.
They recently featured us over this past summer.
That was validation that we had something good.
Version 3 was actually supposed to be a point release, and we decided to change the entire user interface. What was supposed to be just a point release became a whole new major version. And in the middle of that process, we're like, I want Editor's Choice on the Mac App Store. That became our mantra. We want to get Editor's Choice. So instead of releasing it in the fall of 2012 as a point release as originally intended, it was released in the spring of 2013. And we did get the Editor's Choice.
There's been so many. It always amazes me when we hear stories from users on how they're using home inventory. The best one I think so far is cattle, tracking cattle.
Well, Diane talked about the cattle. That never saw that one coming. So I'm gonna go with that.
I think the most area I'm proud of is knowing that we have a product that's helping people around the world. When I get an email from a customer that says thank you, your app has done this for us, or my house was broken into and my jewelry was stolen, but I had the information there. Knowing that this product that Kevin and I put together and have continually worked on for 15 years is helping more and more people in so many different ways. In box copies.